Okay, another difference is this internet thing. I mean, they could close it off and nobody would know what was going on, but even that wouldn't work because handies would go off. So you'd have to close down electricity, otherwise everybody knows what's going on. So that's a little bit different than Hitler. He just had his propaganda machine and nobody really knew the other side. But Barack will have the other side before he even says anything. And I think it should be there. I'm not going to spend my time with it because I'm kind of more into the idea of, come on, support the guy and let's do something with it. So I think I'm going to spare my criticism on him until it's noteworthy and needed. And I think we should try to figure out how to dance with it and get to a point where we actually stop being paranoid of one another. I mean, there's no need for it. I mean, we're all the same species, and there's got to be some way for intelligent creatures to find out a way to deal with each other. And when we can deal with each other, we can go off into space. I mean, we're pissing around here with war, and we've got brains on this planet that are just simply going to waste. We're murdering people who should be designing rockets that don't need rocket fuel or a space elevator. We need a fucking elevator from the Earth to the space, and this is very doable, and with hardly any resources compared to what we use for war. So this war game, I'm sure it all comes from the fact that we've always been fighting. We get back to the fighting bit when I never stopped to finish before. Fighting was the only thing we've ever done, and we've left fighting the rest of the world to fight ourselves because we just simply got greedy. We had the power to kill other people and rob what they had, and it's just got out of control. It would have been one village against another village, and eventually becomes one city against another city, and then another country against another country. Now we got what we got with really 4 major empires, and it's simply a game. It's a theater. It's a paradigm. It's a concept, a way of living with tyrannical dictatorship, and it's always got to do with war and torture and paranoia and belief. And all this shit is simply big fat lies, and it's falling apart, so we're going to have to do something else, because reality is slapping us in the face. And reality is saying, hey man, we can't be fucking around with empires anymore, because they just do not work. So the Obama youth, is it a problem? If it goes the wrong direction, it's a problem. But I think we're awake enough, or becoming more awake, to realize we can't go on a Christian rampage or a Muslim rampage or a Jewish or whatever kind of rampage. We have to go on a rampage of survival. And survival is better for us when we plant some more trees and get the jungle back, because there are so many things there we haven't even learned yet because we've killed everybody that used to know it. And we'll get back to our paganism, and if you want to take your other religion and do like they do in India, I mean, that'll be cool for a while as well. I mean, there's no hurry to tear all down the buildings. We just have to stop playing the game and play a new game. And there was one other point that I forgot. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, the point is, the biggest difference between Hitler and Obama is that Hitler was very myopic and unrealistic, okay? Genocide is the theme for the war. It's going to make you look ugly eventually. You just cannot use genocide as your theme. I mean, America's done the same thing with genocide, so they also got an ugly picture. So, that wasn't the point. Shit. No, I got it. Hitler was short-sighted. His empire would have been ugly. It would have been something where people were just simply shit. His concept was ridiculous. And I think it wouldn't be fair to compare Hitler to Obama, even though they do have a police state. I'm not saying that the governments are much different, and I think that's a big thing, is that a dictatorship is a dictatorship, even if they try to play this diplomacy thing game on it, or this, what is it called, electing people game. But, I mean, he was obviously set up. I mean, there's the only reason they get that person from Alaska to work with, what was the guy that was doing the Republicans? I mean, it was a joke. The guy was acting like an idiot the whole time. Anybody who voted for the guy must have been an idiot. And just to prove that he didn't want to get elected, he got this woman who was even more of an idiot. I mean, whoever set the thing up, they wanted you to vote for Obama, and usually the people that set it up are the big money people, so am I going to swing it around again? Nah. I think what he's going to do, he's already said it, he said, look, you guys are bullshit, and we have to play a more open game. People are simply getting too clever. We know too many things. We know what things don't work. We know this whole money system was a big scam. So either you're going to have to start killing the intellects again, or there's going to be a problem. There will not be a one world order police state without police state violence, and this new world order will not work without police state violence. We cannot have first world and third world. It will no longer work that people who want shoes that somebody else is getting paid 1/100th of what they get earned, and then the jobs disappear everywhere in every country. I mean, the whole thing's a mess. This globalization is a curse, and we've got to figure out some way to get over it, because it will not work. We cannot have a system that works with people starving, because they will never stop fighting. And you can call them terrorists. It doesn't help. You cannot be starving people to death and expect them not to fight, okay? So this war on terrorism is bullshit. The only way to fight terrorism is to make sure people have food, water, and a fucking chance to do something with their life, and not have everything privately owned and everything forbidden, and laws and police everywhere, and fucking military is just not going to ever work. So fucking forget it. This is not a Hitler scene. What we're doing is going into the next fucking generation of human consciousness, and we're going to party, and we're going to rock on. And it's going to be a bitch for the next little while, because we're going to have to really change our lifestyle. And those with a little bit more than those who don't have much, it's going to hurt them the most, because people that are poor are used to it. For them it's going to be better. And that's most of the world. And I think that's argument enough.